Well, I just got the other side pretty much done. Man, I don't know why this side kicked my butt. I think because I got the new wire wheel. It's a little bigger. Man, I'm gonna start sealing it up. All right, all right, all right. So I'm getting my Loctite Marine on the seals. You can see there. Oh, I missed a spot. I missed this whole end. Hold on. Anyway, this is just rubbing alcohol. And without this, if it gets too far ahead of you, you can't smooth it out. You can see where I stopped. I don't know if that's in the picture. Right there where it's coming down and I stopped and I walked around here, filled this, and went back, started smoothing everything out. Same here, stopped here, stopped there. That's how I do it. It goes on good too. And it sticks to everything. First of all, of course, I cleaned everything off. Plus, you want to have that alcohol around to clean your fingers. Now, this is the Loctite Marine. It's the same as 3M 5200 pretty much, but it's a few dollars cheaper. Alcohol ready. I like it. So it's, you know, it's going pretty quick. Now this stuff is also paintable. Slap some paint on here, which was my plan. And say I'm not going to go crazy on it, but I'd like to clean it up a little bit. So check this out. Boy, that didn't take me long at all. And that doesn't very much seal. So I started doing another row. I'm like, man, this is too easy. So, plus, you know, instead of waiting to see what's going to leak, just might as well seal it all up. And this stuff, put it on there, take the alcohol. Well, I'll show you. I thought I saw a spot. It needs to be smoothed out a little bit. Right there. Smooth that out a little bit. You can't keep touching it because it's too tacky. That's the nice thing about this stuff. I'll show you how I did it. I did it like 3 different ways. I put a dot on each one, then I went through like this, and I went around like this. So either way you do it, it kind of works. You can see here, there's less. I used less than I used down there. What I did there was just straight line. It's the bottom. Straight line, if I can get it straight. top. Bit of alcohol. Is this getting in the shot? Yes, it is. And then just smear it down that way. Smear it down that way. Push it in. Then get you a little alky. Smooth it out. Boom. That's the other thing too, is I don't want to be farting around with this thing. I want it done. Then I thought I was going to put the Rust-Oleum bottom paint on. 63 bucks for a frickin' quart. And I was looking it over this morning. And I was reading in the comments or something there. What do they have? The questions and answer comment things on Home Depot. And it said, no, that paint, the bottom paint's not for aluminum boats. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So meanwhile, I was watching other videos, what people are doing, their aluminum boats. And they're using the same thing I used on my boat, the top side for the inside of the boat. They're using it on the bottom too. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And then they had people commenting, said, how long has it been? Is it still holding up? And the guy's like, yeah, it's been on there for 2 years and no problems. So I'm like, man, no primers or anything, just slap it on. There you go. Boom. Should be all sealed up, man. Too, this is on a budget. Alcohol is dirt cheap. These big bottles are like $3 or something now. The Loctite is 18 a tube, which is about $4 or $5 cheaper than 5,200. I don't know if 5,200 you can use alcohol on it, but it's kind of the same thing. And this stuff is made for above and below the water line. And it's paintable, I keep saying. So yeah, I'm going to run down the rest of this line. Plug all that up. And I got this much left for one tube so far. But that's not bad. Push it all around. Smooth it out. That's the best part, is you can smooth it out. It won't look like that. Make it pretty. I was talking about this paint too the other day. My boat's painted with all that topside on the inside, top side, and I never got around to putting bottom paint on that thing. It needs it. Probably ruined by now. Last time I checked, it had blisters in it. But my boat sits in that water day in and day out, all the rain and everything. and it's fine. All that paint on that aluminum inside the boat, on the floor, is fine. It has seemed to have lost its sheen. I didn't want semi-gloss or high gloss, and they only come in gloss and semi-gloss, and it's hard to get any kind of white flat. And when you do, if you do use this and you smooth it out, it's better to wait for it to tack up a little bit. And depending on where you're at and what temperature it is and all that crap, you know, sometimes it tacks up real fast. Sometimes it don't, depending on temperature. Oh yeah, I like that, baby. Hee hee hee. And like I said, it's going on so fast. It's nothing. Oh, let's see what we got going on here. I came out early. Did a little check. Oh yeah, baby. Hee 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 hee. Dried up nice. Give it the old scratch test. It's on there. I gotta lay down this one, this one, this one, this one. But it's fast, and this one. So yeah, this will keep me from, you know, might as well just paste it all up, seal it all up instead of, you know, seeing what's gonna happen next. That way I don't have to worry about it. So these single line of rivets, super easy breezy, baby. I mean, wow, it's so fast. And they are sealed. So let me get my camera, finish this side, show you what I'm talking about. One bead of the Loctite. Right down the middle. Best you can. It's hard for me to reach over there, and then you come back. And then a little dip of the alcohol. But you don't even really need to do the alcohol on these, but it helps smooth it out and fill it in around the rivet heads, nice and smooth, baby. And nice. And any mess, clean it off. That goes fast, really fast. It look good, you know it's sealed. Oh yeah, baby, looking good. It's just so fast. Wow, and the other good thing, because it's warming up outside, this stuff is much gooier. The Loctite, easier to work with in a sense. You know, it smooths real quick. It's coming out quicker. When it was cold out, man, I was pumping that handle. And this stuff is super flexible. When it's dry, it's like a freaking solid piece of rubber. Hee hee. So I'm almost down to the end of that tube. I got this one and those two and that to do. So $18 for that tube. This thing's almost totally sealed up. Can't beat that. I was gonna get the glove it, and for some reason I just wasn't thrilled about it. Plus the price. You know, I'm like, man, I can do better than that on a budget. And they want I think it's 89 bucks for one kit down here at West Marine, but they'll do a price match. And the cheapest I could find it was wholesale Marine, 68 bucks. So that's not a bad deal. But 68 bucks compared to $18, $20 for a tube of that, I'll take this stuff every time. Like I said, I've been using this Loctite now for a long time. And it works so good on Erica's rental house. I always take care of it. Every time somebody moves out, I go over there and paint or whatever. And that bathroom, man, was just always prone to getting all moldy. All the caulk. Every year, or whenever somebody moved out, I had to put new caulk in there. So I said, let me use this Loctite. Man, a year later, it looked like the day I put it in. Not one drop of mold. Go back and watch that video where I took that deck I made, that casting deck, the orange one, made out of that Curian board or whatever it was called. It was super heavy. Man, I put a couple beads of that stuff down. I had to take a torch to get it off. And that thing, it broke in like 3 pieces. Man, it was ridiculous trying to get that piece of Corian board out of there. That's how strong this stuff is. So on these singles, man, I just went along, put a little dab on each one like this. Went all the way down. Then came back, little alcohol. Smooth it out, feather the edges out. And it's nice and smooth like that. It's not going to be a lot of drag on the boat. And if it's feathered out nice, it won't catch and, you know, try to get pulled off or anything, which is probably going to be impossible to pull this stuff off. Nice and smooth, baby. Looks like a bunch of little poached eggs. Yummy. Oh yeah, look at that. Feather the edges. And there's nothing wrong with anything you do, you know. So yeah, what's left in that tube, I'll go around and hit these singles. And I got one more brand new tube that's more than going to cover everything. Then I got to worry about the transom, which I used that on the Starcraft. When I did that transom, used the Loctite on it. And it's being good. Those are done. Could probably do a little more on that one, but yeah, see, I had a little on my finger there. Should be fine. I just go right down the line, keep doing them. Then this, excess around, wipe that off. Don't even mess with it. I'm not real worried about it. So I had just done this spot. You see the little marks I left in it there? I must have hit it or something, and over here it looks like a fingerprint. And I went real quick, tried to smooth it out, but it's too late. It's already, this is quick set, It's not that fast, but you can't wait too long to try to smooth it back out. And that's the other thing too, like the 3M 5200, man, that stuff takes days to dry sometimes. This stuff, man, sets up. It's so great. I'm telling you, it's just fantastic stuff. I think they need to send me a few tubes.
Oh yeah, baby.